Alright, as usual, I have to shoot a video before I get too far. I'm so good at this. I'm trying to think of where my last video was. Either way, in this video, the rear end has 430 gears. So I need to re-gear the front because I haven't yet. Just got it dyno tuned. We'll do another video on that. Really excited about that. Awesome. This rig just became really fun. But before I can re-hook up the front, I need to re-gear that thing there. And so I just pulled it out. Actually, pulling it out of a lifted rig is way easier than some of the videos online. As you can see, I didn't have to pull tires, I didn't have to pull tie rods, I didn't have to pull nothing. So when you have a 6-inch lift, really it's just the bolts around, pull the bolts off of the axles, and then plop her on out. Unfortunately, one of my back bolts was in backwards, so I had to shove it out that way and then grind out a piece on the lift to get it out. And anyway, so we are going to have a shot at re-gearing an IFS front end. I've never done it. I've been watching videos on YouTube. I have my gears here buried underneath everything. All this stuff. So I've got the motive gear set there. This is the bearing and obviously the shim set. My Loctite, like that, and then of course the actual gears down below. 430s, they're really good. I really like the 430s. The 430s that I put in the rear are to get it to more of a stock feel. The numbers were, if to put it back to stock, would have been 420. I went 430. 456s seemed like they were going to be a little high. But realistically, they probably actually would have been pretty good as well. So 456 is probably fine. I actually paid more for the 430s than the 456s would have. And so, yeah, I'm going to finish cleaning the front end, the front IFS. I'm just using super clean on it, scrubbing it down, washing it, scrubbing it down, washing it. And then once it's clean, I'm going to throw it in on the bench, put the gears in, get the pattern good, and then we're going to slap it back in. This is probably, it took me 2 hours to get it out. Probably could have even gotten that faster, maybe down to an hour, except for that one bolt. And then probably a couple hours to get the gears, and then a couple hours back in. I'd say it's like a 6-hour job. That's it. Just wanted to update. Maybe we'll splice this into another video, or maybe we'll just leave it as it is. I'll see you again soon. Later. Okay, just got done rebuilding it. No, I didn't video doing any of the rebuild. Just put 430 gears in it. I just took my sweet time with this. I easily spent a day going through the process, putting in the new gears, changing out all the seals and bearings, and painting everything, and just adding some fresh paint on the differential itself. It's just nice and clean. I just wanted to do a nice job. Everything's in spec, nice and tight, all new, and just getting ready to put it back in. I just wanted to double show, I can't even remember on the last video I did if I showed pulling it out or whatnot, but obviously everything's out. Because I have a 6-inch lift, some of the videos talk about pulling all the steering parts, all the tie rods and everything. I didn't have to pull anything. I literally just unbolted the CV axles, both sides, and then just unbolted everything else from there, the differential itself. So easy peasy. One thing that was a pain in the ass, if you have a 6-inch lift, on this back bolt, they had the bolt going in this way, long way, so it has to go out that way, and you can't get it out because through here because it hits the A-arm. So I had to grind the tip of the A-arm off to get it in. I'm going to put it in the correct way. Putting it back together, I'll show you what I mean, if we can see it. So I had to take just the corner of this A-arm off to get that bolt out. I need to clean this up a little bit. Get in here, clean it up, repaint it. But I had to take this corner out, which doesn't, you know, hurt the integrity of any of the strength. It's completely boxed in. Rented it out a little bit to get that bolt out. So mental note, if you're doing a 6-inch lift, don't put the bolt in this way, put it the other way and put the nut on this side. That took me the longest. What a pain. So I'm going to put it back in and then we'll hop back in and splice these videos together however we need to. See you soon. All right, kind of part 3. Got the front drive line, well, not drive line, differential back in. I actually have the front cover off. Let's see. It's gonna be hard to see. I've got everything else bolted in there. I've already, you can get a better view of it here. Looks great. Obviously it's repainted. Everything's cleaned up. Rides, drives great. No humming, no nothing, so it worked awesome. But actually, after I've installed it, went and test drove it, I started noticing some leaking, some short dripping down here, and come to find out, lovely, the power steering unit I have, which was just a rebuilt unit from like AutoZone, is gone. It's leaking from down by the pitman arm. So just ordered a RedHead steering gearbox. That'll be here in, I don't know, a couple days. They're just up in Washington. So we'll install that and I'll put a quick review on that. That means all of the steering is brand new, like brand new, and is about as good as you can get. It steers good, but it's leaking, and I'm no good on leaks. And then also I don't have my keys on me, but I just fixed the, maybe I'll do a separate video. I just fixed the cruise control on here finally. That was a little bit of a wiring trickery, but I've got that to work. So now the only thing left to get working on this is the AC. It's literally just one wire. I need to figure out how to make that work. The other 2 wires are in the right spots on the computer, but the one wire where it's supposed to go just doesn't work on this specific computer, so I just got to figure that out. Got the cruise control done, gears done, so I've been knocking it off in order, and now AC is the last thing. Obviously summer's going to end here shortly. Also did a quick patch job on the paint. You can't really see it. It's nice and clean now, but when I did, I put tape down here to give me a good line for the clear coat. You can see clear is all nice and glossy, and look what the tape did to the clear. Just, I don't know if you can see it on camera. It's kind of, let's see if we can, there's a better view of it. Just ripped the clear right off. It also popped it off just a touch here, and then this needs to be redone, and then it pulled it off up here as well. So you fix one thing, you got another. But I know that the paint job on this needs to be redone realistically. I've always wanted to go black with this thing. The engine compartment is completely black on the inside because when I had the motor out, repainted the inside of the panels and the back firewall. That's all black, so it's good to go. Yeah, but paint jobs are freaking expensive, and I think I'm done putting money into this thing. It looks solid, other than that paint issue. I mean, obviously the paint looks pretty solid as is. I think the Tahoe really is where it needs to be. Once the AC is fixed, I think we're done with it. We've done so much to this thing, start to finish. I'm easily, you know, just to give people an idea, I'm easily 28,000, maybe 29,000 into it, and that's not even with a paint job yet. So with a paint job, you know, you're 40K into this thing. It's crazy, but literally, almost literally everything in this thing is new. Mechanically speaking, almost everything is new. I could say that I need to replace the AC pump. That's one piece I didn't replace as new. There's very few things in here that aren't literally brand new or upgraded parts. So that's it, just a quick update. Like I said, the axle is back in there. Doesn't hum, So we have 430 gears in here now, 4-wheel drives hooked back up, runs great, goes 55, no noises anywhere, awesome, so stoked and excited. And there's the cat. That's it, just the final part to the axle re-gearing update. If you have any questions or thoughts, always feel free to reach out down below, let me know. Thanks again, see you again soon.